Alright, welcome friends to the 12 unboxings of Christmas here. So, picked up a few things, quite a few things during the recent Black Friday sales by our companies. I'm going to unbox a bunch of stuff here. So, I'm waiting for a while to unbox this. I was working like crazy before Christmas, and I wanted to finish an Apple project before I dove into some of these things. So I wanted to just get this up. I got breaking it down. Looks like I had 7 PC seasons and 5 card and dice seasons. So it was interesting how it came out to 12 things. So let's start cracking things open. So first box we have here looks like it's from Replay Games, I think. Let's go. Open this up here. Pete Ventura is an incredible guy. Replay is located actually not far from me. It's probably about an hour and a half drive. It's in Carmichael's, PA, which is down by Ohio, pal. So that's like Salmon, Pittsburgh. So that's down south of Pittsburgh. I've driven down past there to play golf, somewhat near there. So really nice area. It's where Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water is located. So if any of you guys are architecture fans, heard of Frank Lloyd Wright, that's where that's located. So let's see what we got from Replay Games here. Ooh. I got this new, before I go further, I actually just got back from a local discount store, kind of like a Big Lots, called Ollie's. And I picked up this super cheap phone thing so I could my videos could look a little bit better here. I'm going to be trying to do some StreamYard too, because it was kind of very rudimentary hockey video I did the other day. So I'm going to try to move into the 21st century and try out StreamYard's free service, see how that works. But right now I'm using this little $4.99 deal. It's working pretty nice so far. So let's see what we got from Replay Games. Now Pete Ventura is a best dude. I actually went to a couple of the Replay retreats they had here in Pittsburgh, up by the airport. So I had a chance to meet Pete Ventura, and he's a great guy. So let's look at this. So we have the 2020 Final 9 team card set and the PC 65 season. Wow, so we have a 65 season, 2020 set. I really like how Replay handles the 60 seasons, so I got that 65 set. So that's the first 2 items. It's my wife, but I actually bought it just because I used her Mega Sakura. So that's my address too. So I know some guys block it out, but you know what? You know my name. If you Google my name, you'll find my address. So I don't really care. People know my address. It's right there on Google. Anyone wants to know. You can Google, look at my house if you want. Feel free. Just a plain old house. Alright, so let us see what this looks like here. Wow. So we got the 2020 Final 9 card set. Oh, I like how they have the old Rays logo there. That's pretty cool. And the LA Dodgers. And they got the COVID. That's hilarious. Well, it's not funny for people who have COVID, but I think that's kind of a little cute. Little nod to COVID, because I mean, that face the facts. I mean, that 2020 is going to be remembered for the partial season due to COVID. So that's hilarious. So let's move along. Let's open this up, see what they look like. I'm planning on, reason I got this set here was I still like modern baseball. However, I haven't paid as much attention to it recently in the last few years. I was doing busy work, and plus it costs a lot of money to go down to those pirate games, which PNC Park's not far from me. But a reason I got this set was I was hoping I could do a like a tournament of some sort to kind of get to know the players, because I was kind of, when I was 20 years old, I would know every player in the league, and then, you know, like look at Miami. Let's just look at the Miami Marlins. So we got Marlins Park, Starling Marte. He was an ex-Pirate. I have this set for APA, and I think it's kind of fun because the stats are really skewed. So like here's like a typical guy. So Brian Anderson, you know, he's like a third baseman for the Marlins. So you look at this stat line, you think he's like played any, you know, part of a year, but this is actually the whole season. So like see that 59 games, that's like the whole season. And then you see 11 home runs. So like, oh, what kind of projection is that? So it's about 33 home runs. So like 3 times 200. So you can see the 6-6-11 rule is going to mostly be a home run in replay. So we got Jesus Aguilar, Corey Dickerson, another ex-Pirate. He was really good when he played for Pittsburgh a couple years ago. Matt Joyce, he's another ex-Pirate. He was really good too. John Birdie, Miguel Rojas, Garrett Cooper, Louis Brinson, Jorge Alfaro. I think he's got traded. Jazz Chisholm, that's a cool name. Jazz, hey Jazz. Francisco Cervelli, he's another ex-Pirate. My daughter loved him. He was real popular in Pittsburgh with his, I got a Cervelli bobblehead back there somewhere. Monty Harrison, Magneuris Sierra, that's another cool name. Magneuris Sierra. Chad Wallach, he's a son of one of my favorite players of all time, Tim Wallach. Let's get into the pitchers now. See how the pitchers are red, blue, and the batters are red. So in replay, you read the red die first, the white die second, and the blue die third. The red die tells you what column on the batter's card to use. White die tells you how far down to go. And then the blue die tells you how far down you go on the pitcher's card. So it's kind of great detail that Pete always has, is that he puts the pitchers in blue because that's the blue die you usually use. Replay, you want to have really good low numbers. This 4 column will tell you if you had like the tall pitchers, like that's like kind of their average rating for this player. But this guy looks pretty good. He's 1.22, 2.2. So he's like a 3.63 ERA. So that's pretty decent. So Sandy Alcantara, Sixto Sanchez, Daniel Castano. Well, this guy's hurting in his 1-2 column. He probably doesn't strike out a lot of guys with the 5s there. Trevor Rogers, Josh Smith, Eliezer Hernandez, Brandon Kinsler, Jose Urena, Nick Vincent, Brad Boxberger, Richard Blyer, Yimi Garcia. Well, this guy's really good. Look at Yimi Garcia. He's a 0.60 ERA with lots of 1s right here. This 1 star is powerful. That takes away that 211 hit and replays. That star rating is really good for a 2 column. 5, he's not going to allow a lot of home runs. He's got the raised 5 and a 6. He's going to strike out a lot of guys in that 5 column. He's pretty decent reliever here. James Hoyt, Stephen Tarpley, and there's your Park. So that is your 2020 Miami Marlins. Thinking of doing a little tournament with that. So here comes my son. Hey, look at this. I'm doing this 2020 replay set. Dodgers Devil Rays were in the World Series.
Oh man!
And look what they even did. They even threw like a little COVID thing.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was 2020. So that's my son. He's home from college. All right. All right. So let's put this away and let's keep going with. Let's not have like a super drawn out unboxing here because we have a lot of stuff to look at here this afternoon. So this is like Christmas. Hey, it's Christmas Eve, so it's put that over there. We'll look at that later. Let's get this garbage. Let's go to the next thing here. Get a little drink. Okay, from everybody's company they love to hate in Glen Head, New York. Stratomatic. Let's open this up. Let's see what Hal Richmond sent me. Good old Hal. I'd love to go to one of those opening days sometimes. I mostly play APA, but I do enjoy Strat every once in a while. And I get involved, get caught up with their hype of their seasons and opening day, just the same. I don't play it as much as APA, but I do enjoy it once in a while. Okay, let's see what we got here. Their classic rubber bands. And we have the 2002-2003 season Stratomatic 30-team hockey and additional players roster for Strat-O-Matic hockey. And then we got the additional players. They gave us, looks like 2 of the same things here. Put that aside. All right, and like this, go like this, put this down here. All right, we have some Strat hockey. Why did I get this set? I don't know. Well, it looks like they might have, did they mess something up? No. Looks like we got a lot of cards here to perforate. I like this season because it's got Atlanta. I was fascinated with the Atlanta Thrashers. You know, they didn't last real long in Atlanta, but I think it's pretty cool. I kind of remember Kovalchuk was like their good player here. Ilya Kovalchuk. So look at his like inside shot column. He's got goalie rating of 3, 8, 10, goal 1 to 10 on 11. 38 goals, 81 games, full season here. My Canadians, #1 favorite team in all pro sports, were not that good this year. But the reason I got this season was a couple reasons. I saw a guy, I think his name is Butch Jerome, was posting on Facebook the some Strat PC games for this season, and I love seeing the names that he came up with, because right about this season, actually for a few seasons there, from about 98 to maybe about 2006 or so, my dad and I would go to every Canadians Penguins game down in, it was at the Civic Arena, and him and I, we would drink a lot of beers. This is back when I used to smoke. We'd go out between periods and smoke, and I don't smoke anymore, but yeah, it was just a lot of fun with my dad. And we would wear our Canadians paraphernalia. And one year we even went to the playoffs. I forget what year that was. It was around there somewhere. The Canadians actually won the playoff series, but I thought he was going to get his ass kicked near that game, after that game, because the Canadians beat the Penguins in Pittsburgh, and my dad was screaming and yelling in French after the game, so it was a fun time. But hey, Danny Heatley, he's pretty good too. I remember he was on Ottawa, I think. So, oh yeah, 41 goals. Pretty decent. So there we go. We got 2002, 2003 Stratomatic cards and dice. So we might be doing something with that. All right, just put that over there. Let's see what's next. All right, let us go to this company, which we all know I love this company. This is a okay, what do we got? Well, we have we know what we got. You get a yellow envelope, so you're getting stuff from APBA. So let's see what came in this box here. What do we have here? Let's open up the... We have the 1983 reprint cards. Now, talking about like wheelhouse seasons, your youth. I was 12 years old in '83, so you can imagine I was playing sports, enjoying all the baseball cards that year. Pirates. I want to take a look at the... Let's try to find the Pirates here. We'll look at them. Pirates, Expos, fan. Let's see. Here we go. Looks like it'll be this, too, like this. I might have a couple of Phillies in here. Okay, let's just turn this around. Let's look at some APBA cards. All right, we got Tony Perez. He's still on the Phillies. Wow, he's on the Wheeze Kids. They smell great, too. Ron Reed, he's still a BXZ. Bill Robinson, he's on the Phillies. He's an ex-Pirate. He's got to be super old. I mean, a guy played in like 67. How old? He's from a fairly close to here, too. McKeesport, that's like just south of Pittsburgh. So 83, so Bill Robinson's 40 years old, 83. Pete Rose. Well, that's a low batting average. Pete Rose, 245. That's a pretty weak Pete Rose card. He's getting up there at that point. Juan Samuel, that's a weak defense, a 5. So Juan Samuel is a second baseman 5, which is horrible. And Mike Schmidt. Classic double one Mike Schmidt card. Jeff Stone, 4 at-bats. Ozzie Virgil's on the Phillies. Okay, now we're getting into some Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's see. This team was actually not that bad. They started to get really bad after '83, but let's see. This team I think had some pretty decent pitching. So. Dale Berra, he was big time cocaine head. His dad was going to disown him if he didn't stop snorting cocaine, but he was kind of like an average player, boo-boo. Jim Bibby, he's got to be pretty old at this point too. He's 39, DW, Master Game 2. Jim Bibby used to sweat his bill of his cap. He would have sweat running down his bill of his cap. Here's a Candyman, Candelaria. Jose De Leon, BKW. He's got the K. That's rare. He strikes out a lot of guys. Look at these of B. Miguel DeLeon. I thought he played for the Indians. Hitman Mike Easler. Doug Frobel. Cecilia Guante, BX. Brian Harper. Richie Hebner. He was on the 70s Buccos. I met him at the Pirate Fest. They had a wintertime. They had a Pirate Fest. Real nice guy. Real high energy when you meet him. Real super high energy guy. Lee Lacy. He was another one of those guys involved with the drug issues in Pittsburgh. Bill Madlock, Mad Dog, still look at 323. Still shooting for those batting titles. Milt May, Lee Mazzilli. I always think it was the Mets, but he was on the Pirates for a little bit there. Larry McWilliams with the BX rating 12. Jim Morrison, I kind of liked him for the Pirates. Look, he's got a 66-1. His fielding stinks, but he bats 304. Randy Neiman, I think he plays for the Astros either before or after this. Joe Orsulak, I always think of him on the Orioles, like in the 80s. Olchenko played for the A's, or like probably I think early before this. The Cobra, Dave Parker. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame. Hopefully to get him in. He's like kind of sick. I think he has Parkinson's or something. Hopefully, wish him the best. Tony Pena, this guy had that squat. He had that weird catching stance we'd all try to emulate, like where he flared one leg out. And it was like no one ever saw that, at least when we were kids, and we thought that was so cool. He had that leg flared out on the left or the right. This is classic Tony Pena. He's got the 9.301 batting average. Al Polito, totally do not remember him. He's actually got one start here on this card, and he's still got a card. This brand new 83 reissue set comes with all the players that played. So if you like to have all the players with your card sets, 83 APA, the new one, is where it's at. A little more expensive, but you get every player, and the cards look nice, smell nice. Johnny Ray, he's an 8. I'm playing an 87 replay, and he's down to a 6. He must have got worse defensively, but he was really good for a long time. He was like a doubles machine for the Buccos. Rick Rhodes, really slow. What's his speed? Oh, yeah, he's a speed 1. He's another guy I met. He's a really good golfer. I met him actually right before the 06 All-Star game on a bridge going to the park right before the All-Star game. He was actually wearing a golf hat, like a Greg Norman type hat. He's pretty good. BYZ. That 1 speed, I mean, that's as slow as you get in APA. Don Robinson's got double 1 power for a pitcher. He must have hit a couple home runs. Manny Sarmiento, Rod Scurry, Rubber Band Man, Kent DeColby, Gene Tennis. He's from not far from here either, Russellton, PA. We actually go, there's a couple restaurants we go up near there. It's not far from here. Jason Thompson, Dave Tomlin, Lee Tunnell, Jim Wynn, Ron Wotus, Marvell Wynn. He had a lot of hype when he came up, I remember. They all thought he was really good, but he didn't really pan out too much. Neil Allen, well, we're getting into the Cardinals now, so. Okay, it's a Ducey, Allen, Andujar, so we're getting into the Cardinals. But that's the 1983 APA set. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but it's really cool to have. I'm in a email league. I know we'll be hitting 83 in a few years, so we're gonna need to bought this set anyways. But that is APA 1983. Christmas morning on Christmas Eve. Let's put that over there. Okay, what's next here? And the big box. Actually, this isn't an unboxing, but I just haven't opened this yet. This is kind of a little bit getting a gluttony now with cards and dice, but this 2020 season, or actually 2019 season Strat football. So now I have a little bit of time here this fall. I'm taking a break from my APA projects for about a month or so, and I'm gonna play some other games, but this is the 2019 APA football set. I've yet to perforate that, so we'll put that over there for now. All right, the final box is a heavy one too. Holy hell! Shit. Jesus, Christmas. I was good this year. Must have been good. Kind of funny. My wife and I, we haven't exchanged presents actually since we were married. We, with the dual income, we both work. We never saw the sense in presents because, if we really want something, if it's over like, let's say $50, $100, we would talk to the other person about it. But if it's under $100 or whatever, we just buy it, it's within our budget. So my wife, she went on Amazon, bought a bunch of her Christmas presents. So I bought a bunch of my Christmas presents. That's what we're doing right now. And then we buy the kids stuff too, because they don't have money for stuff, and we get to surprise them. So let's see, we got some more APA stuff, but this time, let's see if we can guess what it is by the envelopes. Buffalo, well, it's got to be football then, or Denver, it's got to be football. What football do we have here? We have 1983 NFL football. Let's take this out and we'll look at what else we got. It looks like there's one other thing here. So the golf course, we'll look at that last. Take this box out of here. Bought my camera. Football. So what do I want to look at here? Let's see. Let's take a look at some football cars. So 83 football. Like I said with baseball, wheelhouse, 12 years old. It was my dad took me to some Steeler games. Right around then, I think he knew some people in the mafia to get tickets. I'm not kidding. But it was a good time to be a kid here in Pittsburgh. Pirates were still like they were still calling Pittsburgh City of Champions. Let's look at, looks like I have to go across. I want to look at the 83 Rams because Eric Dickerson is one of my all-time favorite players. I can't wait to play some games with them. So we're going to look at Eric Dickerson card here in a minute. Let's check out. Atlanta. Okay, LA. Raiders are in Los Angeles. Check that out. They have a Los Angeles A and Los Angeles N. Let's see what we got here. N. N. There's the Miami Dolphins. I don't know if Marino's on there yet. Okay, let's get show you how I kind of mark my envelopes up. So I'm going to take LA. So what I do here with APA, and I pretty much have all my sets like this, I put the year up in the top left. So this is 83, so I'll write 1983 NFL. That's a LA, and this is the N, so that would be the Rams. And every envelope, I'll put that on there. Let's look at some Rams here. Let's look at their 5 guys. Okay, so we got George Andrews, Bill Bain, Mike Barber, tight end 4, A6. So he's pretty good. Doug Barnett. He spelled great too. Russ Bollinger, Jim Collins. That's a 4 inside linebacker, not bad. Kirk Collins. Nolan Cromwell, I got his football cards. That was one of my favorite dudes here. Cromwell. He was a ball hawk too. So he is WP. So if he intercepts it, you read his P column for his returns. He's got a 1 there. He has a couple ones. He has a 1 at 66, a 1 at 55, a 1 at 44. It's like basically if he rolls doubles, he's gonna take it to the house. So that should be fun if he intercepts the ball. And you're gonna have a roll for your return, and you're gonna see like if I roll doubles, this is a pick 6. So that should be fun to roll. Charles DeJournette, San Jose State. Preston Denard. Batter's running low here. We'll get this moving. Dickerson, there he is. AB. He's got some K's in the R column and 1133.66. He's got some breakaways or some 1s and 2s there. So that's a powerful card there. Reggie Ross, Carl Eckern, Henry Ellard, George Farmer, he's an A. Vince Ferragamo, he led the Rams to the Super Bowl. Then he left for Montreal CFL. Then he came back to the NFL with the Rams. I don't think he was that bad this season either. Otis Grant, Mike Gooman, Dennis Harris, pretty good. Eric Harris, David Hill, Ken Hill, Leroy Irvin, Monty Jackson, Mark Giroux, Gary Jeter, Johnny Johnson, A.J. Jones, Gordon Jones from Pitt. Hail to Pitt. Dartmouth, Jeff Kemp, Kowalski, Lansford, our kicker. James McDonald, another Pitt guy. Greg Meissner, nose tackle. Chuck Nelson. Mel Owens, Barry Redden, Jeff Simmons, Jackie Slater, the great Jackie Slater, tackle from Jackson State. Ivory Sully. Alright, looks fun here. Now these football cards, they barely fit in these envelopes. They're all the 50 players per team. Oh shoot, almost dropped them. Let's go to my event. Alright, so let's move it along here. Looks like my battery's going to be going, so we have a lot of cards separating, perforating. Final thing we're going to take a look at, we've got some Appa Golf, Juno Beach. Ooh, baby, this looks nice. Some palm trees, got some sand waste areas, crosswinds. Ooh, that looks like a neat hole. 558 par 5. Par 3s. I worked at a country club when I was a kid, and I knew a member actually. This is Seminole, Florida. This actual course they call Juno Beach. But the guy was a total jag-off jerk. He was like one of those classic rich, slobby jerks. But he was a member at Seminole, so I give him credit for that. So, all right, so that's about it with the unboxing for Christmas. So for the 7 PC items, we've got 65 PC replay, 70 PC replay. For the 5 for 5 strat deal, we got 94 baseball, 2004 baseball, 74 strat football, PC, 2002, 2003 strat hockey for PC. So I have that one with cards and the PC, and 92, 93, the last Stanley Cup for my Canadians. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a lot of goodies here to put away. Saying it was good to me this year. So hope you guys enjoyed the unboxings, and have a Merry Christmas. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.